tonight. Nothing really going on. I'm gonna go to bed here in a little bit. Despite the title being Sleep is for the Weak, I am in fact going to go to sleep, but I thought it would be a funny title. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I've been editing the new Sarge and Friends, so that's what I've been doing most of tonight. A lot of editing going into that one. It's turning out to be quite an involved episode, as I knew it would, but still a lot of work left on it. Still got like 30 minutes worth of audio that I gotta edit, and some montage scenes I gotta make and stuff. It's gonna be something. No, it's gonna be a good one though. I have a feeling it's gonna be a pretty good episode. What's up, Bother Me None? How you doing? Um, but yeah, it's been a while since I've done a Red Eye Raw here in my room, so here we are. But yeah. Oh, I got my old. I found my old copy of the Zombie Survival Guide. So did an almost 5 hour live stream yesterday. Yeah, congratulations. Um, that's chump change. Again, my longest live stream I think was like I don't even fucking know. It was like 16 hours or something. But like, there's only 12 of it on the VOD because of the way YouTube does VODs. It's really irritating, actually. It was a really long New Vegas stream, and it cut out hours of content because of the way VODs work. I don't know how other people get their shit to stay up like that. Or why VODs are different than videos, because I've seen videos that are longer than that posted, but whatever. Um, yeah, I don't have a particular theme or anything. Actually, let me make sure this is on live chat and not top chat. There we go. I don't know, that's retarded. Yeah, it is absolutely retarded. Hey, look, here's Budokai HD collection. Is that what's in here? Yeah, that's all that's in here. There you go. So I just got some stuff on hand because on my nightstand there's some of my stuff sitting there. So isn't that something? Here's the box the one chip was in, which you guys don't know. This was like the easiest fucking like spice challenge I've done. Like the one chip was fucking bitch shit. Like it was nothing. Does have a cool little placard, I guess. But it was like the easiest fucking challenge ever. Beat the final boss in Bad Fur Day and then started playing Live and Reload. Yeah, I saw that. I did show up for part of that stream. See my old debit card that my brother's dog chewed up in here because I'm just looking through the things on my nightstand or headboard table, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There's Mystical Sheep number 2. If I beat one game before another, I'm restarting the other one. Yeah? Okay. How does that really work though? Like I guess if you die, right? That's what you mean. Like you'll restart it if you die. You accidentally deleted your message? Yeah, but I saw it before you deleted it, so we're all good. We're all gravy. Gonna upload another collection update here relatively soon. Gonna try and be consistent with some stuff I've got planned. I've got a lot of stuff planned. It's just a matter of actually doing it. Something that's been nice filler content has been the Simpsons Hit and Run highlights because those are really easy to make. If I beat the game on Live and Reloaded before Bad Fur Day, I'm gonna just keep going and start a new game for Live and Reloaded. Well, that's what I mean, but like, what I'm saying though is like, let's say you beat Live and Reloaded before Bad Fur Day, right? And then you just switch over to Bad Fur Day, or are you just starting again and then waiting until you die before you go back to Bad Fur Day? Or are you just jumping straight back to Bad Fur Day once you beat Live and Reloaded? And then if you die, you go back to the beginning of Live and Reloaded. Like, I'm just trying to figure out how the dynamics of it work. Not that it really matters all that much, because I feel like you're just going to basically do this until you get sick of it, right? Nice thing here about my nightstand, though. I got my fucking Gollum statue I can lean this on so that I can actually just use it because I got a stack of DVDs in front of it, right? And then I got it on there. Hi, how's it going? Cutie Pets, I guess is your username. How you doing? But yeah, it's a relatively uneventful night. It was a pretty easy day today at work. Um, there was a few little things here and there. I had to at the end of the day because I didn't want to send out three trailers on one set because I fucking hate doing that. And they cut me down to just two sets instead of three. Doing good. Glad to hear it. I'm doing all right myself. I'm just doing a quick little stream while I wait for my other phone to charge. Now you might be like, why the fuck are you waiting for another phone to charge? I use this one. Simple. I use both my phones as alarm clocks, and I have them go off alternating to make sure I get up because I do not like waking up. Not that I really have to get up at a set time because I don't work until like fucking like 4:30 tomorrow, but still. Here's my Boba Fett alarm clock from Legoland. This thing had a battery that lasted fucking years and then finally went out. I think it lasted like a good, like, I don't know, 10 years the battery lasted before it went out. Well, I'm kind of confusing you, but yeah, I'm basically just going to keep beating the game over and over again while I'm switching games each time I die. I'm not restarting. Okay. Hey, this finally died too. See, this was another thing that had battery for years, but now it's finally completely gone. I knew it was going, but I didn't know it was completely gone. But this is a Maggie from the Simpsons movie. Yeah, see, I just got little props to fuck with since I'm here instead of outside smoking. You know, this Australian Shin-Chan set, I was trying to watch the other day, right? And then I found out it has fucking laser burn. I don't know how well you guys can see that. It reflects the DVDs that shit's stacked on, so there you go. But you can't really see the laser burn, but like it's like a really thick line that goes all the way around. Like it's a burn from the laser. Who'd have thought that's what laser burn is? What's this? Yeah. Type of stream is this? Or like what streams do you like doing? I mean, I do all sorts of different types of streams, right? I do gaming streams, I do streams where I like, you know, respond to like different videos and stuff. Or like I'll do, just streams where I'm just shooting the shit and talking, or like I'll do streams talking to my friends and people on the Discord and stuff. This one is just a redeye raw. It doesn't have like a set theme or anything. It's just me talking to the chat and just kind of bullshitting. That's all it is. Streaming isn't what I consider my main content, though I do a lot of it. I do videos as well, obviously. And I consider the videos more of my main content than the streams. Although I think I don't know which one I have more of, because I have a lot of both. Like, I have over 3,000 videos, and I don't know how many of those are streams and how many of those are videos, but, yeah. What's up, Super Game? Or that's not Super Gaming, that's still just Bother Me None. I have more streams than videos, do you? I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Because you do stream a lot. I mean, granted, I stream a lot too, just depending on the day and whatnot. Um, what else we got here? Just out of curiosity. That Master Chief collection, is that actually what's in here? It is. And there's nothing else in here. Okay, cool. Sometimes I have discs double stacked in here because, you know. You see my Dumb Angel reading? Oh, okay. Well, there you go. As far as I know, I'm the only person on YouTube who has done a full reading of Dumb Angel. Like, I've seen, like, some people do, like, a drunk podcast where they read, like, some of it, but as far as I know, I'm the only person who's read the whole fucking thing. I actually have a decent audience. Kino and this other guy named Chad Ryan always show up. Yeah. Well, that's good. I'd show up more if two things. Number one, you always stream vertical, which I fucking hate watching. So, like, out of principle, I don't show up all the time. I show up way more than I would for someone else because, you know, you're one of the boys, right? But I also don't like vertical streams. But the second reason is because of, you know, I work a PM shift, so a lot of the time when you go live, I'm at work. So happy you did. No pun intended. If you know, you know. I love that creepypasta. Yeah? Chad Ryan is 39 years old. Okay. Is he autistic? I mean, I would assume he is. Because he definitely gives off that vibe. No offense, obviously, intended. I have nothing against the guy. He seems like a cool guy. I'm just saying. Maybe. Yeah, I would assume so. But then again, like most people on the internet are autistic, right? Um, let's see. If he's autistic, he's definitely mildly autistic. Yeah, to be fair, I haven't had very many interactions with him. Uh, but I'm also going to at some point do a reading of Fright House Screamers, which is the other Happy Happy sequel that actually is before Dumb Angel, but I didn't know about it until after I read Dumb Angel. I'm also going to read the tarnished version of Happy Happy, which is the one where a bunch of people added a bunch of shit that wasn't in the original. Um, the Happy Happy wiki has a lot of stuff, so it's pretty useful for that because it has like all of the spin-offs and sequels and various versions on that wiki. Um, but that's a plan eventually. I plan to do some other creepypasta readings, obviously, as well. It just when I get in a mood, I do videos of a certain type, you know. Oh, fair. I think I at least do a good job for someone that just points the camera at their TV screen. Yeah, especially if you weren't doing fucking vertical like you do. But you want to try and get those views and get that algorithm. So I get it, but I also hate it. Because I do not like vertical streams. I don't. I just fucking despise them. Because I don't like shorts. I think shorts is like a fucking awful type of content for the website. I tried to read On the Run again, but after a while I had a stroke trying to read it. Is that Happy Happy 3? That's the third one, right? Which, to be honest, I forgot existed until you brought it up. Which I guess I'll read that one too. I don't like shorts, but I don't mind vertical streams. I don't like them. Like it was like a whole thing back in the day, right? Like you didn't want to go in portrait mode because it looks like shit, right? You wanted to fucking landscape. That's how you get the whole package. I will tell you what though, this phone is at 15%. What's this one at? 81. That's probably good enough to set my alarms. Will this cord just reach over here? It might. Hold on. It's a good cord. All right, cool. I don't have to end the stream then. I was like, oh, I might have to end the stream because my battery's getting low. But look at that, I don't. Yeah. That said, I probably won't go too much longer. It'll probably be a short stream relatively, but you know. I prefer my videos to be in landscape. Yeah, no, I do too. Cries in my battery being at 3%. Yeah. Um, let's see. What else could I talk about? The milks and milks, the tables, the table. Um, The only reason portrait mode videos became more popular is because of TikTok. Yeah, I know. That's one of the reasons I refuse to do them. It actually pissed me off that uh, Cult Films Episode 1, The Blair Witch Project, uh, it's in fucking portrait mode because originally when I uploaded it back in like 2015, I uploaded it and it was filmed that way by mistake because of the way my phone was when I started filming, right? But I rotated it in YouTube's video editor to be correct. But then YouTube got rid of their old video editor, and some of the edits stayed in place. Like there's some things that where I've like blurred out stuff, or like I've rotated some or replaced audio and others like right like with the old editor. So some of those edits stayed in place, but for whatever fucking reason, it re-rotated back to the obnoxious landscape mode version of it. So in compilations, when I put that episode up there, like when I did Cult Films episodes 1 through 4, volume 1, right? I rotated it properly in that version. But they uh they fucked it up with the new editor. Like, and the new editor can be useful. Like the new editor, I actually do like that it's pretty useful for like streams. Like so like my GTA streams, if they get blocked worldwide, I can use the editor to remove the copyrighted songs and still leave in all the rest of the audio. That's a pretty nifty tool. Or like if like somebody says something too edgy from the Discord, right, that like violates TOS, I can trim that out without having to re-upload the whole stream. You should do a GTA 4 stream in the future. I've done GTA 4 streams. I'm on the final mission. I just need to finish it. So I will do that soon. I've got some other stream ideas in the works that I'm planning to do as well. Has anyone ever said something so unhinged in your Discord you were concerned about it being on YouTube? Yes. I've had to trim stuff out of streams a few times. I don't like to draw attention to it, but like sometimes somebody will drop a hard like KYS, you know, and say it, and that's one that I'm a little like, yeah, let's not say that to people. Or like stuff like that. Like the thing is, it depends on the context with that. Like you can get away with that a little more than you could for a minute there. But if you just start like if you do like the full on like low tier god rant, you're pushing it. And people have done stuff like that without thinking about it. I'll say the hard R, but I don't like saying that. Yeah, well, yeah, I don't give a shit about slurs. Slurs are fine. That's whatever. Like, you drop the occasional nigger or faggot in a stream, that I don't give a shit. That's as long as it's not used in an excessive context and it's not used in a way that is targeting a specific individual, then it's not technically against TOS. Because YouTube is a little bit more lenient with that than, say, Twitch. But they're nowhere near as lenient as like Rumble or especially BitChute. I know I sound like a snowflake, but I think there's a limit to bullying. Well, again, like with like I mean, yeah, there's a limit. Yeah, I'll just agree. I guess I don't need to really get into specifics. I think people are fucking pussies and need to like lighten the fuck up. And there's a lot of things that were just common internet vernacular back in the day that everyone gets up in arms and freaks out about nowadays. But at the same time, there is a limit. I don't know that what we're saying the limit is, but I agree there is a limit. I just think that that limit is when you're like trying to ruin somebody's life. That's when I have a problem, right? Like Chris Chan's trolls, for instance, they can go fuck themselves. Like Blue Spike is a piece of shit, right? Stuff like that. Like the way you guys tease because if anything, it makes me a tougher person. Well, yeah, I mean, I figured, sometimes I'll just whisper "para" if I'm mad at someone. It's peak when people don't understand it. So in the future, they're just gonna be like, "You called me a what?" Yeah, I don't know that one. Like to me, I'm thinking like, is that like kind of like bitch? Because like perro is like it's like a male dog, right? Like perro, that's a dog, right? And pera would be like a female dog, right? Although then again, wouldn't bitch just be puta? Unless it's not Spanish and it's just some other language entirely, and I'm not familiar with what you're saying. Also, to be fair, I don't have an ego as soft as shit. Yeah, pera is okay. So yeah, I was right. Okay, well, is puta closer to cunt? You're packing a bowl. Okay. It's funny. I used to think that bowl was spelled Bowel. So I'd always think like bowel. Puta equals bish. I thought, yeah, it does. But at the same time, pera means female dog. So if we're going on definitions of what bitch means, I could see that in that regard meaning bitch. Now, puta is much more an offensive way of saying bitch. I know that like Mexicans fucking hate it when you call them that, especially Mexican women. I know because I've done it before. But back when I worked at McDonald's, they were not happy with me saying that. Um, I don't think I've ever met a single Mexican in my hometown. Well, that's because you're in Canada, and you guys don't have anywhere near as many of them there as we do here, because you're two countries up instead of just one. It's all natives and whites nowadays, and there's a bunch of Indians. Yeah. But yeah, I exaggerate how many times that somebody's said something on stream that I've had to edit out. It's only been a handful of times overall, my entire channel. Luckily, my Discord boys are pretty good. But every once in a while, somebody will get in the heat of the moment and start saying things that are like threats and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I know you're fucking around, but this is YouTube. And so then I'll edit it out immediately. Which again, new editor is great for that. I hate that it fucked up all my old edits, but it's great for that. And it's also great for removing copyrighted music from GTA. By the current place I'm in, having Mexican blood, get me out of here. By the current place I'm in, having Mexican blood. What? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Again, I'm shocked to see how you let me in the server. Yeah, I mean, look, I got a vibe. I figured you'd be all right. auto dub on YouTube is fucking bullshit in some regards. Because I was watching Dr. Tran the other day. We watched every episode of Dr. Tran, right? And when we got to Roy Bertito's, the auto dub completely fucked up that episode. Well, I don't think anybody's getting anyone to shoot down anyone with Native American blood. I think now you're just making shit up. um, I don't know what the hell you're on about right now, dude. But yeah, that auto dub thing, it absolutely fucked up Roy Bertito's. And that pissed me off. And I remember I turned off auto dub because YouTube tried to enable it for my channel, and I'm just like, no. No. Cutie Pets said, so the fuck ass president is getting people to shoot down anyone with Native American blood, and I have no idea what they're talking about with that. That just sounds like nonsense. I'm guessing you're talking to someone else, but I can't see their comment. You probably have it on live or top chat instead of live chat. These things are sticking together. Here's my Exorcist anthology. I still need to watch the last one on here, right? The Dominion. Oh, and Exorcist the beginning, even though I think they're like literally the same movie. They were just shot like they're basically two different films, right? Like they filmed them like the same movie twice. I'll say this though. Exorcist 1, obviously a masterpiece. So, you're not gonna like me, cutie pets. I like what ICE is doing, and I think they should do more. But I'm disappointed in Trump for other reasons. I don't think he's doing enough. But the ICE stuff, I've liked the ICE stuff. The Exorcist 1, genuine masterpiece. Exorcist 2, worst movie I've ever seen. Exorcist 3, pretty fucking good. And then I haven't seen the other two. Bottom of this case is like sticky. The hell's on this? Well, now I can get an answer. Why do you like the ICE stuff? Because it's the only thing that like has like first off, I don't think he's doing enough because he's been walking back the immigration shit. But second off, there's a lot of fucking criminals here that have fucking come here and like fucking like first off, I'm against immigration in general. I think that we need to have a break from it for at least 10 years. But second off, anyone who came here illegally, just get them out because legally they have no recourse. Fuck them. Um, but I'm also against legal immigration. Like I said, I think we need a break for at least 10 years. Um, and the people that ICE has, taken out are people who were starting shit with them. That one lesbian bitch tried to hit one with her car, and then that other guy went there with a group that their group chat leaked. They were literally going down there to attack and try and kill them. So forgive me for not giving a shit that the trash got taken out. Immigration needs a break. Do we ever see white people invade other countries? No, not in the modern era. Not at all. What's up, Tito? Maybe back in like the 1800s, but not anymore, yeah. Also, blacks were just as guilty as whites during those times. Well, yeah, no shit. Like, there's this like myth created by shit like Roots where they think that white people went over and enslaved black people, which just didn't happen. I actually wrote "What's up, Goy?" YouTube deleted that shit immediately. Yeah, of course they did. But the thing is, blacks sold other blacks to the white people, and I basically just did a Roman salute off camera without even meaning to. There's a guy who had a gun hidden away. But he literally went down there to shoot them. Like if you look at his text messages, there's a whole group chat where they literally said they were going down there to shoot them. I don't care where he had the gun, they were down there to cause problems. So fuck around and find out, as far as I'm concerned. I don't care. Leftists have never given a shit about right wingers' rights, so I don't give a shit about theirs. Plain and simple. Fair is fair, and I think that the right is getting sick of pretending to care about people's rights who don't care about ours. Like, people who want us to fucking. He was trying to. No, I don't believe you. You're just buying into propaganda, dude. Sorry, you're dumb. You're just buying into stupid shit. So one issue with new people coming on the streams. Well, yeah, but again, I'm not gonna fucking pretend that I'm like some normie. You know what I mean? Like, and people who can't handle it will fuck off. That's as simple as that. You're in Germany, that shit is bad. What shit specifically? Like propaganda? Normies? I mean, yeah, I would imagine so. Germany's pretty cucked. They deleted it again? Gotcha. Said something spicy. Immigration and the orange juice propaganda. Yeah, exactly. Here in Canada, we don't do enough against immigration. Well, yeah, the problem is we've been so fucking cucked and buckbroken that we have to act like immigration to our countries is always a good thing. And it's funny because the same people who bitch about that also say, "Oh, we're on stolen land, but let's bring more people into it." Okay, yeah, that checks out. Uh-huh. Like leftists do not have a consistent thought in their head. They are the dumbest fucking people. And as disappointed as I get with like right wing politicians and political commentators and stuff like that, it will never amount to just how retarded leftists are. Like, it's never even close. I may be young, but there are recordings from every angle, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear it. Sorry. Land didn't even belong to them in the first place. Well, yeah. You go back far enough, land's always been taken. Like, fucking native tribes genocided each other to take land. Like, it happened all the fucking time. That's why I say, like, anyone tries to play on that shit, I don't care. But, you know, that's why I said end of story. All right, fair enough. And, I'm not here to argue with you. I don't really care. Like I said, I'm not like I mean, I'll talk politics. I'll commentate on politics here and there, but that's not my main shtick, right? Like, I'll talk about whatever. I just do what I want on the channel and have fun with it. I don't care. Like, I'm not here to be like a pundit. I'm not here to be like a mouthpiece or anything. Because frankly, I'm sick of a lot of things. We literally improved their life and they stabbed us in the back several times, just as Africans did. True. Let's see. What else is there to talk about? And more to the point, what time is it? I'll bet you my nightcap that it's 4 a.m. It's 4:20 actually. You got that bowl packed already? Bother me none. It is 4:20. You're correct. I just said that. Granted, there's a delay, but yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, there you go. You waiting till 4:20 to smoke it? It's already 4:20, right? Because you're in the same time zone as I am, aren't you? No, it's 4:19. Well, according to my old phone, it's 4:20. According to my new phone, it is 4:19. So you're right. Yeah, my old phone has been disconnected from the internet for a while, so it's not quite accurate because time it over time a clock will like lose time, right, or gain time, like it'll become less accurate over time. And with how much I'm saying time, maybe I'm pulling James Rolfe and just saying the word time a lot, right? um, Newer topic, I suppose. What are your hobbies? Which ones do you like best? And when did you start them? So I collect DVDs. That's something I love to do. Um, I like to review movies and TV shows. And I've been doing those things for a lot of my life, definitely all of my adult life. Um, I used to write, like I used to try and write like books and stories, but I've never gotten anything published, and I haven't done that in fucking years. And it's a shame because I was writing stories since I was like two. And you know, I just haven't done that. I like to make videos. Scooty Pets is starting a new combo and being chill. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't care if people agree with me or not in the chat. I'm not like an echo chamber type guy. As long as people can handle my personality, I can get along with pretty much anybody. But no, I like playing video games, obviously. Um, like I like to read, but I definitely do it less than I used to. Um, right now, I've been reading The White Pill by Michael Malice. That's a political book about like the fall of the Soviet Union. But I've also been like listening to the Bible on audiobook because I actually have never read the whole thing. And so that's kind of interesting. I've been doing that. I'm still on the Old Testament, so I'm nowhere near done. And I'm not doing that consistently, just every once in a while. But I'm also listening to an audiobook of Atlas Shrugged by Ayn Rand. Uh, that's why I have an ESSA, emotional support stuffed animal, helps with panic attacks and anger. Okay, if you say so. But other than that, um, I like making videos. Video making is a hobby. I'm not a religious person, but if I wanted to, I'd be a Christian. Yeah. As I said, I've done whole videos talking about my religious views. I consider myself Christian. I'm certainly not the most traditional Christian. I've got a lot of views that are controversial. Like, I mean, I've done whole videos on it. There's not really a whole need to dive into that. Let's see, what other hobbies do I have? I like to smoke cigars, if that counts. True, I ain't religious either, but if I had to choose, I'd be Christian as well. Well, there you go. And smoking cigars and pipe tobacco is can be an expensive hobby, but it's not the craziest, right? I've thought about getting into coin collecting, but I haven't really done that. There was this coin place not too far from where I live that I was gonna go and buy some like unique like money and stuff, but I never got around to it. Um, I've I collect cards, nowhere near as much as I collect movies and stuff, but I do have my share of cards. Um, yeah, I don't know. I do like to go on hikes, but I haven't done that in a very long time. Another hobby I'm into, I'm sure that you knew, is exploring abandoned places. Yeah, there you go. Bother Me None likes to explore abandoned places. So there you go. I don't really do that so much. I have gone to supposedly haunted places before back in the day, but I definitely don't really do that anymore all so much. Um, I'd say collecting DVDs and making YouTube videos are my two biggest hobbies, though. And again, cigar smoking, but that's more of like a casual thing. I have a whole block of my neighborhood that's all boarded up. Damn, really? That's crazy. Um, but yeah, there was a one guy who wanted to encourage me to go. There was that one guy, I assume, who wanted to encourage me to go to church after hearing my worldview because he assumed religion would be the right thing for me. And then you retracted the other one, so I didn't get to see that, but I assume you're correcting something or whatever. Yeah. But church is like the worst thing about Christianity. Um, Depends on the church. I liked going to church back when I was active. I haven't gone in years, but I could definitely see it being bad in the wrong circumstances. Personally, I liked it a lot when I was younger, but that's just me. I liked the sense of community. I liked the consistency, the routine. I'm very much a creature of habit. So like for instance, like I'm not organized, I don't plan things out and I just kind of wing it with shit I do, right? Like my streams don't have a schedule, I just kind of do them sporadically and when I want. But for me, I what's it called? I Even though I'm disorganized and do shit sporadically, I'm still a pretty predictable guy a lot of the time. For instance, any restaurant I go to, I have like a regular thing that I order and I always order the same thing. I mix it up from time to time. It's not always, but I'm pretty consistent. Like if I go to Denny's, I usually get steak and eggs, right? Or if I go to McDonald's, right, I'll typically get a double quarter pounder, right? Stuff like that. Like I have like little things that are just now again I mix it up. I do get different things too, but I am very much a creature of habit. So I think that's part of why the church thing worked for me too. Frankly, it's boring to me, and I don't care about what they have to say, even if I agree with it. I mean, that's fair. That's absolutely fair. I had a friend who tried to force his religion on me over my pronouns, the option to identify. Well, I don't respect pronouns, so again, I don't know if you're gonna like me all that much, but I don't I don't really I don't really give a shit. But I definitely don't call people by made up bullshit. I am very very against that. But I also don't care what you do with yourself. I see its worth, but personally can't really vibe with it. Again, that's fair. Christ Cutie Pets is still here, but as long as you don't care what Red Eye says, you're welcome back. I mean, yeah, again, I'm not gonna fucking care who watches my shit. I can't tell people what to do with their life. But I definitely don't agree with a lot of lifestyles that people have. All right, well, I'm probably not gonna address you under any fucking like there's no context at which I'd call you by a pronoun anywhere, so it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? Like I'm speaking to you in second person. I'm not really going to be talking about you. You know what I mean? Cutie pets have to be trolling like Jesus. He's playing a character at this point. I mean, maybe. I don't know. You never know on YouTube, man. Sailor Moon. Just call whoever it is cutie pets. I mean, yeah, I figured that it was probably a female, but I have no idea and I don't really care. Because that was the vibe I was getting from a lot of the text. But again, it doesn't fucking matter. Who cares? Best line after jail, he called his butt his chimp hole. Okay, Chisu. Don't forget your variable geo lines. I had completely forgotten about that. I will do that tomorrow. I've been doing a lot of editing on the new Sergeant Friends. I always assume people on the internet are male. I do too, most of the time. But again, a lot of the texts that Cutie Pets was doing gave off female vibes. But again, I don't fucking know. And I don't really care. It's funny how you can tell someone's gender by reading their comments. I mean, you can't for certain. It could be a beta male who thinks it's a female, but I also don't care. Whatever. Sailor Moon Crystal, Lita's bummed a guy she liked, got a GF, ditched her. Other teens don't like her, think she's weird. My idea, she gets full auto, shows up at junior high one last time. Shoplifting bike indeed, but do not say shoplifting stuff because that can get you arrested. Once you're done streaming, I'm going to start streaming again. Okay. And do not say shoplifting stuff because that can get you arrested. Yeah, exactly. And do not say shoplifting stuff because that could get you arrested. Enjoy prison. Yeah, exactly. Can I shoplift and not get arrested, but I can't say it because that would get me arrested? I think so. Shoplifting is hate speech. Tur. And it's tur and it might even be Ture. Did somebody say prison? True. Enjoy prison. Stalker child. Your life is already over. Can't comment at work. Fair enough. You summoned Guy? I mean, yeah, seems like it. Too much, that is. Fair enough. I shoplifted once. Actually, no, twice. That can get you arrested. Again, it's funny how seriously that one guy took the shoplifting bike stuff. Well, yeah, because he was an autismo, dude. He was a pretty hardcore autismo. Like, that's why I told you to not be too mean to him, because, like, he's one of those people that's, it's the internet is like a game to him. But, yeah. I think we've all shoplifted at some point. Um, I mean, I would imagine most people probably have stolen something in their life, probably, right? I don't know. All have sinned, also true. So I kept spamming shoplifting bike but didn't want to be mean. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, I think that stole once from my friend and I regret it to this day. I was a small child though. I mean, yeah, exactly. Just thought of the most silly thing ever. Did you know? But yeah, I'm wanting to wind this down. HBU man, mouth, fuck dame on bench, arrested. Said, I thought she was dead, like I wouldn't bone her if I knew she was alive. Okay. You're streaming now? Alright. See you later, bother me none. Like I said, I'm gonna wrap this one up. I always enjoy the streams where you do a challenge in game, which would also work well in GTA. I also watch a lot of your stuff, but just don't exist much. As in, you don't comment much. You stole from a store twice, a pen from a church once, and stole money from your grandparents twice. Damn. Shoplifting plane, shoplifting car, shoplifting tank, shoplifting earth, perhaps. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. I'm gonna go to bed here in a minute, so I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Toodles. Why did that not end? Let me end the stream, damn it. There we go.